Space Station Zero. Zero. Space Station Zero. 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 Space Station Zero.
Are you ready, sir?
Stay ready.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Space Station Zero. How is everybody doing today? Today we are watching Flight World War II. It's an asylum movie. Says it's a free sci-fi action movie. The link to this movie will be down in the description below, so you can go and check it out yourself and then watch our reaction or just watch our reaction. It's up to you, but the link's there. Go check out the movie. I highly recommend every time we watch a movie, y'all should go watch the movie as well. All right, let's go.
Oh, hey, the guy from Iron Man.
I think they were all from Iron Man.
All of them?
Yeah.
All of these people on the plane?
Colonel Sanders?
I didn't even see Colonel Sanders.
Right there.
Oh, yes.
Everybody's just, oh, we're just looking over a weird crowd. No, there's Colonel Sanders right there. Yeah, take a real long shot of Colonel.
Jimmy Fallon?
Snyder ready?
We're history professors at Akron University. There's a convention just outside of London.
They've discovered some amazing pre-war artifacts and several very distinguished members of
You,
it.
you don't have to bore the poor woman. Her eyes are glazing over already.
You don't even have to say anything. We already know. He's going to help
Get out
sort out the
now while you still
problem.
can.
I'm just waiting for Jam to come down like in Spaceballs.
Is the radar malfunction?
Okay. You didn't see all those planes?
Nerds.
Is your radio working?
We're getting some static, but I think.
But you haven't been able to contact anyone since you passed through. That's because there weren't many Allied radio towers on the Western Front in 1940.
How do you know they're 1940?
Because the towers came out in 1941.
Stupid. This had been 1941, we'd be fine.
Cannot unsee the Jimmy Fallon.
Me either.
Well, I'll do just that.
Question.
If you're serious.
If they were changing the timeline
Yeah.
by jumping through this time hole, that changes the entire course of the Earth, which means that some of these people would start to fade away, right? Or would that mean that this always happened?
It depends on what kind of time travel you're doing. Like, if we were in the Back to the Future type of time travel, then yes, it's possible that some people could be disappearing, but it would be more likely that they would just, like, their hair color would be changing or something. Maybe they would just, form into a little bit different of a face or something.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's what I think would happen. Not just fade away, like in a picture.
Like non-exist.
Yeah. I mean, some of them possibly could non-exist.
But they exist now. So, is this a fractal timeline?
Could be, I don't know.
I don't know anything about time travel. Never done it before.
I've only done it 2 or 3 times, but it's still weird.
Sheffield.
Colonel, a moment.
Any news?
Yeah, he was way back there.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to want to hear about it.
He's sweating.
I don't think maybe he's nervous.
Maybe.
Maybe he's, getting his jollies off about Hitler or something. I could warn Hitler, and then Hitler could change everything and make the America I want.
Sit down. You're scaring everyone.
I thought somebody else was handing it to her.
You might not believe that we traveled through time, but we're...
There you go.
So what?
Get on the phone.
So?
Damn. I thought she was going to spray it,
too.
Chill out.
Nope, she's
No,
just gonna go down the line.
You!
Oh no! I've been hit in the chest. Oh! I don't want it again.
You!
They look at it. What was that? The whole ass bar fight in the island.
What was that?
Here's something. Plane settling. Just that old plane.
A little bit of, what do they call that? Turbulence.
A little bit of turbulence with the wind shear.
Oh!
Ow!
We will be making a descent in order to
You got hit in the face with a fire extinguisher.
Right. And for what?
Nothing.
My commanding officer is insisting that I get more information from you about this radar of yours.
Captain, may I?
The radar is in the nose of the plane and gives off radio waves to determine the objects in the area.
How's it that much glass? Hold on. Blows up. 2 windows fly out. The glass flies in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be sure to cut everybody up on its way back out. then
Shards and shards and shards of glass.
it's so big. It's like they had like a whole pallet of windows in there.
And it looks like it's all flying out of one window.
Oh, jeez. All right.
What if we had a radar on the ground? One we could use to help us track enemy fighters.
Nigel's story doesn't make sense. They should have radar by now. The way he talks, it makes it seem like it's years off.
So, let's give it to Nigel. We could cut it out of the nose of the plane, airdrop it to an agreed upon spot. They could hook it up and be our air traffic control.
What about you?
Hold on.
I'm gonna cut it out of.
They're gonna fly the plane. It's on the nose of the plane.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna take it off. We're gonna airdrop it.
Yeah,
Like they have
parachutes.
parachutes and shit. Well, they gonna start. Everybody, we need your pants. Pants off, everybody.
Is there anybody here who can stitch?
We only got 70 minutes.
Try not to mess up while I'm hitting all of this turbulence.
Right? They're getting shot at and the windows are popping out and you're stitching your pants together.
You tell you a story. I stitched a parachute out of people's pants to airdrop it to the English
Yeah.
during World War II while the pilot was fighting off German fighter pilots.
I'm looking for anything we can use as some sort of parachute.
I picked these up for the
Ponchos. The engine's not gonna suck that up. Damn, Jim. Oh no. If they're shaking around that much, I got a feeling my big ass would have broken in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we lost it.
Paper cut.
It really is World War II. It just could not be anything else.
Yeah, he's just now like, maybe it is World War II.
He's in shock.
Like, bro, it's been an hour and 14 minutes. Have you been paying attention?
Excuse me, sir. It's time to go now.
Oh, just one more moment, Captain. I'm just finishing something up here, okay?
It's Nigel.
Mm-hmm. Never know when you're gonna get a
Kept you waiting.
second chance.
I'm ready
Yeah.
now.
Also, the original 11 herbs and spices are in that book.
All right.
Well,
That was actually a really good
that
movie.
was way better than I thought it would be.
Me too.
According to that thing, I'll try to pop it up here again. According to that, I mean, you kind of get an idea.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go through a time hole.
How did Robbie make it happen? Not Robbie. What's his
Nigel.
name? Nigel.
How did he make what happen?
He needed for that to happen. So he's on the flight.
Well, he was in the past,
Mm-hmm.
so
He knew when
He
the
knew.
flight would happen.
he knew it was Captain William Strong. They were from here, going here to here, and he knew the captain.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been. I mean, I guess he just had to keep flying his flights. You know,
Yeah, I've been on like 30 of your
Yeah.
flights.
just waiting for the time we hit the time hole.
Uh,
One of these days he's gonna hit the time hole, and I'm gonna write and finish my book. Like, what information did he need? What it was like on the cabin,
I guess.
and how did he know he wasn't one of the ones that were gonna die?
In the future? In the past?
No, in the future, he's like, okay, because he don't know what happened like before or after or anything. He's on the ground.
Right.
But some people were sucked out of that flight and stuff. You know, of course, there's no way he knows until he's on the plane because it hadn't happened yet.
Right, but he's
So what if
already
he was
lived
the one-
he's already lived his life up to that point. Once he finally gets on the plane, he's probably okay with dying. He was there whenever it happened.
As soon as they go through the
Originally.
time hole, he's like, all right, let's go.
Garlic.
Salt. paprika, cinnamon. Hold on.
Okay.
I just thought of something.
Okay.
If they went back into time, but the technology that the Germans had were far greater, right? And Nigel and them should have had radar already, according to the historians that were on the plane. And then we gave them our radar. Then we returned to the future with Nigel on the plane that knew it all happened. Then they've returned to a different future than the past they left. They've just returned to the future of Nigel's future, not their future.
No, because they were on the flight, so they traveled back in time.
Okay, so I have two different timelines here. We have the original timeline,
Yes.
and when they traveled, they went to the other timeline.
Yes.
Now they're up here. And when they came back, they were still on this timeline because of Nigel.
Right.
Nigel proves they stay on this timeline.
Wait, was he Nigel the second?
No, he has to be Nigel the Nigel.
Why does he have
It was
to be
1940, Nigel 20,
This is 2015.
so 75 years later. So he's 95. I mean, that's kind of possible, I guess.
Yeah, but what if Nigel had a kid? Because on the thing it said Nigel whatever the second.
Either way, knowledge of the radar came from the Nigel that was on the second timeline.
Yes, but if he had a kid and he told the story, then his kid could climb on the plane and the timeline, they go back to the same timeline. Because that's not Nigel. That's
No.
Nigel the second.
Nigel the second still has the knowledge from Nigel, therefore it is the same timeline.
We're saying Nigel the second and then Nigel.
You're focusing on the wrong thing here.
Okay.
So there's two different timelines now.
Okay. So they came back to the current time of the second
So
timeline.
wait, how did Nigel get on the plane in the other timeline?
Maybe it created a loop.
No. Hold on. Shit. Okay. So they went to a different time.
Yes.
If they hadn't gone to this different time, Bullcorn, then how could non-having radar, Great Britain radar Nigel, non-having Nigel, get on the plane where we have the radar? This doesn't mean that he invented the radar and there's this loop. They went to a different time where the Nazis had jet planes. According to the historians on here, I'm not sure if it's historically accurate or whatever, but according to the movie historians on Movie
Yes.
Logic and Movie Timeline, these movie historians say they're not supposed to have jets and the Brits are supposed to have radar.
Right.
So that's two different things that
We're different.
were different when they went through the time hole.
Mm-hmm.
And when they come back through the time hole, they just landed, they say whatever, and you think that
Three.
it's the same. What's the third thing?
The third thing was the slaughter of the people on
Oh,
Dunkirk.
the Dunkirk. That's right. So there's
Rule
three
of three.
things. There's three things that were different in the timeline they went to. Right? And when they came back, you would have to say that these three things are the same because of Nigel's knowledge of the radar. But how did that old man Nigel get on the other timeline to begin with?
Well, because they went back in time and they dropped the radar to him. That's the kind of time loop that I'm talking about.
No, I know, but you're on a time loop of two different timelines here. Because remember, when they traveled to the other timeline, three things were different. We just talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
They're on a different timeline, which means there's a different future for these people. It didn't happen like this. How did he start on the plane? We clearly seen him on the plane before takeoff, because I made a joke about it, Colonel Sanders.
Right.
So if we seen him on the plane before takeoff, he's on the timeline here.
He's on the timeline there.
He goes back in the time, but also they go back in the time, but they also go to a different world, a different timeline in a different world, right? Multiverse.
Right.
Nigel from World 2
Uh-huh.
is on the plane from World 1 before they ever go to World 2. How?
Is it a paradox?
No, it's just
Because are
it's
these
just wrong.
are these things changing because they went back in time?
No. The paradox would have to affect it, so it would have to be some type of loop that collapses on itself
Yeah.
because of whatever. This is just wrong timeline / multiverse management. It doesn't work. It's not that it's paradoxical, it's that it just doesn't work.
There's no way that he could be on that plane.
No.
What if? Got two different Nigels.
You got two different Nigels.
They're walking together
They both, yeah.
on two different timelines.
Yeah.
Nigel in our timeline
Right.
climbs onto the plane.
Right.
The blip happens.
Blip.
They time hole.
Right.
When they fly through the time hole, he now has the images of this timeline's Nigel and knowing what he experienced.
So you're saying just because he went across the timeline,
He had like a
then why before the timeline did he have his second chances book that he was writing shit in? You even said it. Nah, second chances. You even said it.
dream walking.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
Okay.
It doesn't work. You are correct. It does not.
It doesn't work. Okay.
Yes.
Overall, an okay movie. Obviously,
I was
plot
really
holes.
into it.
Yeah. There are, we may not have a whole lot of reaction here because we were just basically watching a movie. I mean, I did make a couple of comments, but we'll see if they make it. I don't know. Anyways, did enjoy the movie. You should go check it out in the link down below. Let us know what you thought down in the comments also. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you later.
I'm Brain. You forgot to say I'm Zero.
They know I'm Zero.
Zero in the brain. If you don't say it in the video, they won't know.
They won't know?
They won't know.
There's two choices. You're one of them. I could be and the. Alright, do it again.
I'm Brain.
I am and the. Stupid. It was pretty good. You should go watch it yourself.
Only you can change your future.
I'm going to smack you in the face. Be sure to like, share, and describe. Oh, describe.
Describe it. Describe what we've done.
Describe it. There's a whole book written about us.